is just so stupid.
Is the high-five going extinct? The question that nobody asked, but I'm about to find out. Let's figure it out. To find out if the high-five is going extinct, I had to think of a place we could go to find some answers. So let's go. The library. Be right back. Just kidding. I own a laptop. Let's go. Now that we're at my computer desk, we can really do some real research. I'm going to Google it. Well, that was terrible. I think we need to go out and talk to people in person and see what's going on. See if we can find some answers. Let's go. Hello? Hi.
Hi.
I was just going around the neighborhood seeing if anyone would be willing to talk to me about high-fives. Do you have time for an interview, or?
Sure. Come on in.
When I say the words high-five, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Friendship.
High-fiving babies.
Success or good job.
A celebration.
I've never really thought of that.
What do you think of the high-five compared to other physical contact greetings such as the fist bump or a handshake?
The high-five is superior to the fist bump and superior to the handshake. In most settings, I will say handshake is better formally.
There is no comparison.
I think it's a little outdated compared to the fist bump, but it's much more casual than the handshake.
There's nothing like the high five. It's quick.
I would say the knuckles and handshake are better.
Think they're better?
Mm-hmm.
High fives are quicker, less contact, and you can just keep on walking.
What do you miss most about being able to touch people?
I don't.
Making people uncomfortable in public.
I don't miss it at all.
The contact, touching the people mainly.
Do you think there is ever an inappropriate time to high-five someone?
Yeah.
No, they're perfect for every occasion.
Even like a funeral?
Yep.
At a funeral.
Right after loved ones died.
So I ran into a few problems during the interview process. I had somebody walk out on me. Are you ready to admit that the blue Power Ranger is better?
No, you said you weren't going to ask that question. I'm out here.
I had to find a replacement. That didn't really work out. What do you think of the high-five compared to other physical contact greetings such as the fist bump or a handshake? As I was talking to people, I began to realize that maybe the high-five really is slowly fading out. Maybe it really will go extinct. And if that's true, what am I going to high-five? So I decided to go out and do a little bit of an experiment. How would you feel if the high five was no more?
I don't know that I would really care.
I'd feel sad. What else do we have?
I would be very sad. I'd have to fist bump and handshake babies.
I think I would be devastated. It's the only appropriate way to touch someone.
I wouldn't feel anything. Yeah, yeah.
No emotion at all?
Yeah.
That would be a disaster.
Do you think high fives have any significant impact on our current society?
Yeah, it brings everyone together.
It's the modern pat on the back.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No.
I mean, I guess everything does, but I don't think people are upset about not high-fiving.
Do you remember your first high five?
Yeah. Yes.
No. I was probably not walking yet.
So I was 15. I was walking down the street, saw a friend, high five.
No.
Out of the many variations of high fives, what is your favorite type?
Let's say the straight up high five.
Up high.
I like the one where you're walking by and you get the one up top and then you go back and get the one behind. That's my favorite.
That's right. High five. On the flip side.
I don't really do high five, so I don't know.
Oh, the jumping high five. Definitely.
That's single-handed or double-handed?
Single.
High. Like that.
Hearing people describe their favorite high fives and the way that they feel about it made me realize that high fives are an art form. And if I'm going to truly understand high fives, I need to understand art. And what better place to learn about art than at a museum? So I decided to go to the Chrysler Museum, aka the High Five Museum in Virginia, to see if I can grab hold of this strange concept that we call high fives. This one was called A World Without High Fives. This one was baby high-fiving a flower. This was I'd high-five you, but I'm holding a baby. This was an early variation of high fives, like with 3 fingers. This was learning your first high five. This was missing out on a high five. This was the high five look away. And this was just a sad display of people that can never high five. Moses high-fiving a bunch of people all at the same time. Lady that got high-fived in the face too hard. Girl begging soldier for high five. This was a guy I kind of thought looked like Harrison Ford. It's not. This was electronic high five. I was going to make a comment about it being like an early low five, but I couldn't get over the fact that it kind of looked like Tigger with boobs. High five master. The high five master's challenger. This was high-fiving with grapes. And double high-fiving with glass hands. Now that I feel more confident in my art knowledge, it's time to get back to some interviews. What is your most memorable high five?
The first time I tied my shoes.
When I was able to convince other inmates in prison to do a jumping high five with me while we were working in the kitchen.
Probably when I saw the president, gave him a high five.
I came out of the room high fiving.
Like I said, I don't really do high fives.
Do you think that the high five will go extinct?
No.
Could be imminent.
It'll come back in a trend eventually.
No.
I think it'll get strong. Because it's just light contact, not real long, just light.
Never.
How would you feel if the high five was no more?
I don't know that I would really care.
I don't really do it high five, so
I don't think people are upset about not high-fiving.
I'm going crazy.
I think it's a little outdated.
I don't know what anything is anymore.
I will say handshake is better formally.
Is the high five even real? Real?